everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hold on, let me turn up the music. I just left my parents' house. I got a rental, so I have like a little Toyota Corolla. I'm actually heading to LA right now. So the plan is that I'm actually gonna go and see my husband for about a month. I'm gonna take a nice long vacation, spend some time with him. It's been about 3 months that I haven't seen him, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm heading to LA. It's gonna take me about 6 hours to get there. From LA, I'm going to China for a 3-hour layover, and from there I'll take another plane to South Korea for about an hour, and then I'll finally be with my husband. So I can't wait. So if you guys are interested in following me and seeing what my trip is all about, please continue to watch. I'll be posting pretty frequently now that I'm not going to be working and I'm really just going to be spending time with my husband. So my plan is to make sure that I post more frequently. You guys better hold me accountable. But yeah, so I'm heading there now, and I will see you guys when I get there. Bye. Hey guys, so I am 1 hour in, an hour and a half in now, and I decided to stop because I was getting really tired. I know 1 hour and I'm already exhausted, but I think it's just because last night I didn't really sleep because of my dogs. They were just like crying, wanted to go in and out. So I decided to get down and get some coffee, and in the meantime just fill up the tank anyway, so I could just drive straight to LA. And so tell me why. I really hate driving other people's cars. Like, I really do hate that. I'm already super dumb, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm super clumsy, and well, anyways, quick story. So I went in to get my coffee, and so I was filling up the gas, so I left the tank there, and I never understood how people actually do this, but it happened to me. But anyways, I ended up getting back to the car. I bought some snacks or whatever and some coffee, and I got in the car, and I forgot that I left the freaking tank in the car, putting in gas, and it would only happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so I started like driving off, and then I look at the side mirror, and I see that the tank's still in there, and that's the only way I would have gotten down and seen it. Otherwise, I would have just gone straight. I mean, it's a good practice to look at both of your mirrors before you do anything, so I guess I would have eventually saw it, but I started to drive off. It was just so embarrassing. There were so many people around me, like, what the fuck, you know? Like, they really saw that I started driving off, and then I stopped like really fast when I noticed that the tank was still in the car. It was so embarrassing. I walked out like, let me do this as quick as possible so that people don't start laughing at me, but I'm sure they were. Who cares, right? Shit that Mayela goes through. The daily life of Mayela Gonzalez. Welcome. Anyways, guys, so I'm still driving, so I will see you later. Bye. Reporting live from Los Angeles. I just got to LA. so excited to go and see my husband, I get frustrated of just sitting there, you know? Like, I wanted to leave as soon as I woke up this morning. Like, I couldn't even sleep last night because I was so freaking excited. Oh, another update. I actually feel so tired and swollen. Like, my feet hurt so bad. They felt so tight. I don't know what is going on, but my freaking feet were like so swollen. I don't know if it's because of my new shoes. Most likely it's a combination of two things, but my feet were swollen. I took off my shoes and I took off my socks because even my socks hurt. It was just way too tight. But yeah, that's where I stand right now, and I should be there shortly. I'm actually going to be getting there around 4 hours early. My camera's falling down. But I'm about to be getting there 4 hours early. I don't really go on flights. And honestly, when I did go on flights, I had everything arranged for me because as some of you guys may know, and most of you may not, I actually was a manager for the women's basketball team at my college at U of A, my old college. So whenever I traveled, they were the ones who did handled all the itinerary and all that stuff. Like, honestly, I just needed to show up. Like, that was just all I did. And then anytime we would go somewhere, we would have a huge ass team with us. So for me, I just followed everybody, you know. And the first time I actually went on a flight, I went to Alaska when I was going into my senior year in high school. And again, that was planned too. So most of the flights that I've been on have been arranged, and the 2 flights that I have gone on with my husband have been to Miami, and he was the one who kind of arranged everything and got everything situated. So this is really my first time going and doing this airport experience by myself, which everyone's pretty, my mom has been freaking out all day just checking to make sure everything's okay. I swear my mom just cares about me so much, and maybe because I'm just I'm very careless, and this is why my husband hates that I'm kind of traveling by myself. Well, I don't know if he hates it, but he gets worried because he's always just making sure I'm okay. He's so cute, but yeah, so he's been freaking out because, again, I don't really do this stuff, and I'm really, really careless. I'm the type that will leave my bags at restaurants and come 2 hours later because I forgot, you know, that's just who I am. But yeah, so I'm excited. I just gotta make sure I get my shit together, you know, and I'm excited to see what's up, what this trip entails. I'm gonna show you guys once I get to the airport, okay? See ya! So I made it to the airport. It was a very long experience. I actually dropped off the car at Enterprise and jumped down the shuttle and came to the airport. I'm super tired. I didn't even take out my camera because I'm just so tired. But I'm just waiting to get on the plane. I talked to my husband, and he's going to be picking me up. So to Virginia, so that he can go to the airport, which is about 3 hours from where he's at. So he'll be traveling there a little early. So he can pick me up around 11 this time. I'll be traveling about 16 hours. So I'll be there in a day. We'll be traveling forward in time. And I'll let you guys go. Hello everyone. I thought I'd come back on here and kind of give you guys a recap because I wasn't really filming when I was at the airport. But I'm finally in South Korea. I just actually got out of the shower,
me and my husband went to the gym during his lunch break, which was cool. But now I'm back in his dorm and I am just hanging out. I think I'm gonna edit some videos for you guys so I can post them up. But just to give you guys a little recap, when I when I flew to China, it was really interesting. Like, the airport was all in Chinese. And it's just interesting how the marketing is. It's really different from the US. But anyways, yeah, then in China I waited for 3 hours. My layover was 3 hours, which gave me some time to just brush my teeth and kind of freshen up. I had to wash my face because I'm breaking out. It's so humid over here. Throughout my plane ride, like, I just felt gross because it was a 13-hour flight. I did sleep for 8 hours while I was on the plane. And then I just watched some movies. I watched Aquaman. I watched Deadpool and The Grinch. So I watched those, and then I literally just sat there and just enjoyed the moment. And people watched when I was at the airport, which was a lot of fun. If you know me, you know I love to people watch. And since there was all types of people there, like, it was just like a melting pot of cultures, and just seeing how they interact with each other was really interesting to watch. And then the kids, there was a lot of kids on the just waiting for the plane, and it was just interesting to, like, watch them interact, watch them communicate, watch families communicate, which is pretty similar, but it's just interesting, like, how different people are. So then when I got on the plane from China, so we actually, like, they checked in my ticket, and then they'd, like, take you on a shuttle and actually, like, drive you to your plane, and then they check your ticket again so that you can get in the plane, which was interesting. I felt like I was going into a private plane because normally you have, like, those little walk areas to get into the plane. That was not the case. This one had a ladder and you get on. So that was interesting. And then I got on the plane, waited an hour for the plane to leave once we were on the plane. So my flight was delayed. I don't know what they were doing. They didn't say anything. Probably not to scare us, because probably something was broken. But then once I got to South Korea, I had to go into, like, this immigration area and then, like, check your passport. They ask you, like, what you're carrying because you go through customs. They ask you, like, what else do they ask you? They ask you, like, for your occupation. They ask you everything, like, your life story, basically, and, like, what you're doing there and how long you're gonna be there, because obviously you can't be in South Korea. I believe it's longer than 90 days, or else you need a visa and you need to apply for one. But I'm only staying for 30 days, so I just told them, and I was fine. They got, like, my fingerprints and everything, and so that was a long process. And then my husband was texting me the whole time, like, I was just standing there. He's like, hurry up, like, start walking, like, you have to go to customs, like, all this stuff, like, as if I was not trying to see him. I'm just kidding, but he was just, he was just getting excited to see me, so he just kept blowing me up. But once I did get there, I saw him, and that was really cool. Like, what people don't know is that, like, when you go for a long period of time of not seeing each other, like, you think that it's gonna be, like, this glamorous, like, oh my god, like, I can't, like, you know. But me and my husband are really awkward. Like, we're not really affectionate, so going a long period of time, it kind of throws you off, and you're just like, well, how should we act? Like, what should we do? You know, especially when we're not super affectionate like that, because we're, like, best friends, you know. Like, like everything, but we're like not affectionate at all. Like we're not super affectionate. Like I love him to death, you know, but we're not the type that are gonna like make out, like cause this whole scene. So I didn't really record that for you guys. I know my husband did record me as I was getting off and he saw me, so I might be able to get that video, I might not, but if I do, you will see it right here. But other than that, we once we got there, we got a shuttle, because from the airport to the military base it's 2 hours. So we got on the shuttle, and honestly guys, for even sleeping those 8 hours, like I'm 16 hours ahead of my normal schedule, right? So like I honestly was just so exhausted. So like on the shuttle I was just trying to like see everything because it was so beautiful, you know, but I was just yawning, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so tired. But I wanted to shower so bad. So my husband didn't eat, which I didn't know, otherwise I would have made sure that we got something to eat before we got on the shuttle, but I told him that I really wanted to shower. So we came to the base, so 2 hours to get to the base, and I just saw everything. It was just like so green, so beautiful. I'll post some videos here, but it's so pretty here, like so pretty, but humid. The humidity, like if you guys can see, like this is my hair, natural hair, like just got out of the shower, but in a second it'll turn into an afro. Like anytime I step out, it's just like and I had actually, my sister, before I came here, I got a haircut because I wanted more layers, and she also straightened my hair for me, and it looked really nice. And then on my way here, like in China, it was super humid, so my hair started curling up, like literally full on curls, and I'm just like, wow, of course there's no point of me bringing a freaking straightener because I'm just gonna have to rock my curls. I mean, a lot of people love my hair, but I do not, you know. I mean, you want what you can have, like, obviously, but you have to rock with what you got. So that's what I'm gonna do. But that's all I wanted to just close out this video. But I'm gonna keep you guys posted. I'm gonna be filming, and I'm gonna be, now that I have, let me tell you before I close out, once I did get here, me and my husband went out, and I showered, and then I got ready, and we went out, like outside of the base, which my husband said that they call it like the Little America, but they just have all these shops, and like shops and restaurants, and they have all types of food. Like it's not just Korean food. They have all types of food, like ceviche, they have Mexican food, like they literally have everything. So we just walked down, and there's just like stores, like, and restaurants, one on top of the other, and you just go in, but most things are like in English and in Korean, which is really cool. And then we got in, and even the menus were in English, like you could see in Korean and English, which is really nice. Like, so I didn't need to learn in Korean, but I do know a few words. My husband taught me a few yesterday, but I don't know if I think I forgot. But 안녕하세요 means hello. Kamada, I believe, is thank you. Don't quote me. Aserehe means I love you, which, I mean, I'm probably only going to tell my husband that. There was one other word, but I forgot. But those are the things that we need to know, I guess. Thank you and hello. And there's another one, but I really need to learn. Because when you do greet them, like, there's taxis everywhere. Like, when you greet them, you should be saying, like, 안녕하세요. And then when you pick things up, like, you need to pick them up with 2 hands, or you either have to, like, grab it like this, because it's a form of respect. So that's what I've learned so far, and it's been a pretty cool experience. Once I did come back home, like honestly, like I told you guys, I was so tired, and I honestly have struggled to sleep ever since my husband left. But it's crazy how like once I got here, like I was just so tired and I actually felt like sleeping. So I laid here and I felt so at peace, and I just passed out for 13 hours, guys. Like 13 freaking hours. So thank God I was able to just come here and just relax, like, and not really have anything planned. We just watched a movie. We were watching The Avengers, but I didn't last long. I was just so tired. But right now it's 12:26. Let me tell you what time it is in the U.S. In Phoenix, Phoenix and Tucson, since most of you guys are there. Let me tell you, it is currently 9:26 p.m. So, I'll be keeping you guys posted throughout my journey. Again, I'm sorry I go all over the place, but thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.